On October 13th, 1307, every Templar knight in France was arrested simultaneously. Not one escaped. Not one was warned. That's not luck. That's a coordinated strike, planned in secret, executed at dawn, across an entire country. This is what they left out. The Knights Templar weren't just monks with swords. They were the most powerful military order in the medieval world. They had their own army, their own fleet, their own banking system, one of the first in history. Kings borrowed money from them. Popes relied on them. For 200 years, they were untouchable. Then, overnight, they weren't. King Philip IV of France was broke. Deeply, catastrophically broke. He had borrowed enormous sums from the Templars, money he could never repay, and he knew it. So, he made a decision. Not to repay the debt, to erase the creditors. He needed a reason, something that would turn the church against them, something that would make the arrests look like justice, not robbery. So his agents began spreading accusations: heresy, idol worship, obscene rituals, spitting on the cross during initiation ceremonies. None of it was ever proven, but proof wasn't the point. The point was the narrative. On the night of October 12th, sealed orders were delivered to royal officers across France. They were forbidden to open them before dawn. At first light on Friday the 13th, they broke the seals, and they moved. Thousands of Templars were dragged from their beds before sunrise. The Grand Master himself, Jacques de Molay, was taken from the Paris temple while still dressed for morning prayer. Within hours, the most powerful order in Christendom was in chains. What followed was worse. The Templars were tortured until they confessed to crimes they hadn't committed. Many recanted once the pain stopped and were burned alive for it. The church called it relapse into heresy. Philip got what he wanted. The order was dissolved in 1312 by papal decree. Their lands, their wealth, their assets, absorbed by the crown. The debt was never mentioned again. Jacques de Molay was the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar. He endured years of imprisonment. He confessed under torture. He recanted. He confessed again. In March 1314, he was brought to a scaffold in Paris to publicly read his final confession before the crowd. He didn't. Instead, he retracted everything, loudly. In front of the king, the cardinals, the people of Paris, he declared the order innocent. He declared himself innocent. That same evening, Philip had him burned alive on an island in the Seine. According to chronicles written shortly after, as the flames rose, de Molay spoke. He called out King Philip IV. He called out Pope Clement V. He summoned them both to answer before God, within the year. Pope Clement died 33 days later. King Philip IV was dead before the year was out. No one recorded what they thought of that at the time. History just moved on. Friday the 13th became a symbol of catastrophe, bad luck, dark omens, a date to fear. But the original Friday the 13th wasn't superstition. It was a king who needed money, a pope who needed an ally, and an order of knights who knew too much and owned too much to be allowed to survive. The curse wasn't magic, it was consequence. If this is the kind of history they never taught you, you're in the right place. Subscribe to What They Left Out, because every history book has a last page, and this is what comes after.